Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am finally done with A Curse for True Love, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. First, let's start off with the cover. It is so pretty. I love the covers that Stephanie Garber has been doing. It's all very pretty. I also, of course, as you guys know, I am a sucker for maps. I am obsessed with maps. Oh, actually, I didn't really pay attention to this one. Oh, that's cool. Sorry. So, I started reading this book yesterday, so I didn't really pay attention to the map. I just went ahead and started reading. So, let's go ahead and jump right into the book. So, as you can tell, doesn't say part 1, it says part 5. Because this is a continuation off the second book. Because it starts off with Eva losing her memories. Because Apollo decided to just erase them because he wants her to fall in love with him because she chose wrong. And that's what's interesting about this book is that Apollo does everything he can to show Eva that he is good for her and that he is the reason why she should fall in love with him. But when Eva first bumps into Apollo, she senses that something is wrong and that she shouldn't fall in love with him or that she shouldn't get anywhere near him. But since she doesn't have her memory, she just thinks, oh, I'm just in some sort of limbo state. Like, I don't know what's good for me and I don't know what's not. So then she eventually starts living like this life with Apollo. But then she starts noticing that people around her know about her, but they treat it as like she's a damsel in distress because she doesn't know what happened to her. And she's trying to piece her memories together and she can't really seem to remember. But then one fateful night when she is the first time that she gets some sort of her memories back is when her tutor tells her meet her at this some sort of like well, make a wish if she comes in late, and she has to go, and Eva has to go with her guards to go look at this well. Oh, that's a spoiler. Don't want that, but okay, I'm sorry. And basically she just her I don't really like these covers, but it works. Okay. So basically her tutor tells her, by the way, we're going to do a lesson out in the garden. We're going to go to the well. I want to show you around the gardens, and we're going to have a little lesson over there. And then when she goes to the well, she's leaning over into the well and she gets pushed in. And so she's screaming for help in this icy cold water. And then she gets dragged up, but not by one of her guards or the tutor. She gets dragged up by Jax. But she doesn't realize this is Jax, nor does she remember who Jax is. So when she asks him who he is and why he saved her, Jax basically says, "Oh, I'm just a friend. Like, I'm one of your guards. I'm just here." And she's like, "Oh, then why do you look familiar?" He goes, "Oh, that's because you met me before, but you know me as Archer." So a little spoiler if you don't know who Archer is or why that name is so familiar. But she starts feeling that way, and she's like, okay, there's something strange about this boy Archer. And then as like the days go by and she's still getting used to her new home, she's starting to realize that with Apollo, she senses danger but doesn't quite understand why. But then when she sees Jax again, who is Archer, at one point he basically kidnapped her, told her to get dressed because I'm gonna show you how to fight so people don't try to kill you anymore. And basically they fight, but then it turned out it was just like some sort of ruse to get Eva to re-jog her memories about Jax. And then another part that I really do like about this story is that Apollo, when you read his point of views, he's no longer the hero that you think he is. He's more of the villain, but he's the type of villain where you kind of want to root for him, but then you also don't want to because he has done really messed up things. Like, for example, he took away Eva's memories, blamed it on Jax, and then when he found out that a vampire came into this royal family's house and killed everybody, he not only blamed Jax, but he killed the last remaining child to see this vampire, and the child was an artist, so he had him draw what Jax would look like, and basically he killed the child, making it seem like it was suicide. So those are the most like messed up things that he done. But then another thing that he's done too is that the entire time that Eva is under like his control or his spell, he basically treats her very like nicely, but then he also manipulates her and threatens her. So she's very like on edge at this point. She's like, okay, so you said I'm not a prisoner, but yet you're treating me like one. Which one is it? I did feel some justification when she does get her memories back and it just comes flooding back to her. I really do love how that all comes back to her. And then she basically when she gets her memories back, she remembers how she felt about Jax. She wants to tell him that she loves him, but of course Jax is gone. He tries to tell her that I want nothing to do with you, so I'm just gonna leave you alone. And basically when she first ends up seeing Apollo, she basically slapped the crap out of him. One, because she was so angry that he did that to her, but also because I guess you could say she did it because of what he did to her, but she had to play it off like, oh, I was just scared. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to smack you. I did not know how strong I was. It's like, girl, we knew what you were doing. You're out for blood and murder. But yeah, and then there's a lot of things that happen in the book, but one thing that stood out to me the most as well is Aurora. So when you see Aurora in the first book, you think, oh, or not in the first book, in the second book, you think, oh, well, she's all right. She's pretty cool, you know. But then when you meet her in the second book, you're like, I don't know if it's trust you or not. Like, girl, you're giving me crazy vibes. Like, you seem a little bit unhinged, and she is. She's the one that ends up putting the curse on Jax, saying that he was forced to kill his first fox. And then when she finds this out, oh, Lala is back in the story. I love Lala. Who does not love her? When she comes back in the story, she basically tells Eva about Aurora and how we couldn't trust her. And then it comes to fruition that she shouldn't trust her because she not only cursed Jax once, but she cursed him twice. So just like she did with Apollo. And then also with Apollo, she manipulated him. So she only does it because she's the kind of girl that says, no one can have this boy unless I can have him. Like, if I can't have him, then nobody else can. And she's just really unhinged and petty. And it kind of does it really does make me laugh when you get to Jack's point of view. Because when Eva and Jax end up kissing and falling in love officially, Aurora comes in and she basically says, where is his other point of view? Because I want to show you that part. Basically, Jax asks Aurora, like, are you really this petty? And she goes, yes, because I want to know why you love her instead of me. Why is it that you can fall in love with her in the first fox, but you can't fall in love with me? And he goes, because you're petty. Like, it's the only reason why I don't love you. But also because you're just obsessed with me, and I want nothing to do with you. Here it is. Tell me why you picked her. I've been trying to figure it out, but for the life of me, I don't understand the fascination. Is she prettier to me? Is that it? He goes, are you really this petty? Yes. And you wonder why I don't love you. And he basically says, oh, and then she says, you're never going to save her, Jax of the Hollow. Apollo has taken her to the Tree of Souls. If you don't know what that is, I will stop there. But the story, honestly, just the way it builds and the way it just creates more tension and more anger and just more of like, it makes me more of like, I'm out for vengeance now, not just towards Aurora, but also towards Apollo. I'm like, there this entire time I was like, I'm done with people, man. I'm done with Aurora. I'm done with Apollo. I just want him gone. I want him dead. I want him destroyed. And Stephanie, I knew what you were doing, girl. I loved it. I loved it, but also I did not need that much rage in me right now. Like this book, my God, I love this series. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because everything is just written so beautifully. So I really truly did enjoy it. So, with that being said, I hope you guys pick up this book. And if you do, let me know what you think about this book. Let's talk about it. So, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.